right, good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming out to our 2021 Garrettford Winter Concert. I heard Miss Lesniak just saying we've been waiting 2 years for this, so they put in so much hard work under some really difficult circumstances the past couple of years, so we're just hoping for a good show. We're proud that they're actually able to perform tonight. Mr. Hyde and Miss Lesniak just asked for a couple things. One, if you have a cell phone, if you could just put it on silent mode or turn it off. Second one is if you have some pictures you want to take, just make sure the flash isn't on so it doesn't disturb the performance. And then if you have a little one with you, if they're not enjoying the show as much as the rest of us and they need a quick break, you can just take them up in the hallway as to not disturb the performance. Boys and girls, just make sure you have some fun, right? We've been waiting for this for 2 years. We're finally here. I know it's been a little tough with practice time and things like that, so just have fun, enjoy it, don't be nervous. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Miss Lesniak.
Who we have here on stage is our advanced orchestra, which is made up of 4th and 5th graders. So the 4th graders started, there's about 13 of them that started with me online lessons last year, trying to explain to them the right, their left, not being able to put my hand on their bows was a challenge. And the 5th graders here, they started in 3rd grade, so they had about 6 months of lessons, and then in March when everything happened, they were sending me videos that year, and then they were online with me. So what we're playing for you today are out of the book 1. It's kind of in the middle of the book about where the 4th graders kind of left off. It's a performance section. Mr. Hyde was gracious to arrange the next one, so it's a little more challenging. And then their last piece, Họlly and the Ivy, when I realized I was only going to have violins, I've been graced at Garrettford. Every year I've been at Garrettford, and I believe this is my 10th. I've always had cellos and basses and violas, and in the spring I will again. I have a lot of 3rd graders playing those instruments this year too. But this is the first year I've only had violins. So I bought a lot of violin duet books and tried to find some things. So Họlly and the Ivy came out of a violin duet book, and I am so lucky to work with Mr. Hyde because anytime I show him something, he goes, oh, I can arrange that. I can make a piano part for that for you. So that's what we'll end with is the Họlly and the Ivy, and then you'll get to hear some 5th graders do some duets. did not get a chance to practice here like we usually did. So I just want to make sure they know what they're about to do. And I also wanted to, just before we do this, you're going to get a chance to hear Madison Gary and Leah Sadek play a trio with me, A Whole New World. And then Cliff Langston and Leo Eichstadt are going to play a duet by themselves called Friend Like Me. The one thing I missed the most last year was making music together. There was no way through Google Meet that two people could play at the same time because the echoing was a disaster. So it would always be, okay, let me hear you play it. All right, I'm going to play something, now let you hear. So the fact that we got to start playing duets again this fall was great. So I challenged all my fifth graders, and these guys are the ones who rose to the challenge, and so you'll get a chance to hear them as we quietly make our transition to chorus, okay?
So I guess you'll have to wait till you get home, but the words are printed in their lyrics because obviously some things might get muffled with masks on our face. I am just so happy to have these people singing in front of me, truly. Something wonderful happened despite all the mayhem of last year. When the kids started school this year, they came in wonderful, wonderful singers, and I don't know how that happened, but I'm just overjoyed. I'm having the time of my life, so this is great. Thank you very much. We have some narrators. Narrators, are you prepared? No. Okay. Yeah, you already experienced that, so here we go. Our theme this year at school is believe in yourself. And you can believe in yourself, and you can say you believe in yourself, but nothing really happens unless you act on it. So this is some little bits of instruction on believing in yourself.
Leaves are scarlet, skies are blue. I'm a ship as rivets too. All because it is the season when we need more rhyme than reason. Leaves are scarlet, skies are blue. Eyes are scarlet, skies are blue. Eyes are scarlet, it's the season. Eyes are scarlet, skies are season. When we need more rhyme than reason. When we need more rhyme than reason. When we need more rhyme than reason. When we need more rhyme than reason.
If the word can't keeping you from achieving your dreams, learn these words of wisdom.
If you can walk, 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 walk. If you can dance, you can dance, you can dance, you can dance. If you can talk, 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 talk. You can sing. You can sing. If you can walk, 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 walk. If you can dance, you can dance, you can dance, you can dance. If you can dance, you can dance, you can dance, you can dance. If you can sing, you can dance, you can dance. If you can sing, you can dance, you can dance.
Still can't, huh? It's time for the magic power of the word yet.
I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't. Yes, it might take longer than I thought. I'll get it. Yes, I might, but challenge, practice makes progress. You will see improvement. Yes.
See, you are getting it at last, but you are not done yet.
Well, what are you waiting for? It's time to believe in yourself. It's time to come down off the shelf and put one foot in front of the other. That's your first step. Now take another. It's time to believe in yourself. It's time to come down on yourself. It's time to come down on yourself. There's not much left, and round up the other. That's your first step. Now take another. It's time to believe in yourself. It's time to come down on yourself. There's no first step, now round up the other. That's your first step. Now take another. It's time to believe in yourself. It's time to believe in yourself. It's time to believe in yourself.
What you see in front of you are the 6 brave individuals who were willing to try a band instrument online last year. I had a lot of beginning fifth graders last year as well, who obviously are now in the middle school. But these guys started their band instruments completely online last year, and then this year had to learn how to use these face masks, which I'm still trying to get used to because there's a hole and it keeps sliding up as you're trying to play, and all of a sudden it's up in your eyes and stuff. So I give them a lot of credit for trying to figure out how to use these things. So what we're going to play for you tonight are 3 pieces out of our band book. I was trying to figure out something to do when you're missing a flute, which is a key instrument in a band, and a trombone and things like that. So we did a lot of improv in lessons. So in our 3rd piece, Blues Adventure, you'll get a chance to hear them experimenting with that. And we just kind of focused a lot on jazz and things like that you can do with odd instrumentation. And that meant that Brandon on the drum set had to learn drum set. Usually I don't teach that. I let other private teachers handle that. But Brandon and I have been learning drum set together this year. So.
All right, awesome job, boys and girls. Awesome job. So I know Mr. Hyde and Ms. Lesniak have alluded to it, how challenging the past 2 years have been, and we've heard all about the pandemic and learning loss. And while all that is true, these kids and these two teachers tonight showed it doesn't have to be the way, right? How quickly these kids have regrouped and gotten back. And it just shows with support at home, support at school, and the hard work, we will be right back where we need to be really quickly. So boys and girls, that was awesome. It was amazing. It's so great to see you up here doing things live again. I just have 2 quick presentations. One for Ms. Lesniak for all her hard work, like she talked about, all the extra sessions last year on the Google Meet this year. I know she was at some of your houses. She was doing it at nights, weekends, whatever it took. So Ms. Lesniak, we really appreciate you. Here's a little token of our appreciation. Thank you. What's that?
We won't have any more morning rehearsals with me until January.
All right. And there won't be any more morning rehearsals till January, she wanted to know. And Mr. Hyde also, he comes every morning on his bike or by foot, gets to school bright and early. He's there even before me, opening the door for the kids in the morning to make sure they're not outside in the cold. So 8 o'clock in the morning, his contract definitely doesn't say he has to be there. So he goes above and beyond, and you could see his hard work really paid off tonight. So Mr. Hyde, thank you. All right, you guys have anything? All right, I'm going to let Mr. Hyde take us out of here.
Yeah, boys and girls, that's it for the year 2021, okay? No more rehearsals, and I'll call you back in January, all right? Don't call me, I'll call you. We end our music classes, every music class, with a song. I'd like to share that. The kids would like to share it. We'll sing it to you once, and we hope the second time you'll sing it back, okay? Shalom, my good friend. Shalom, my good friend. Shalom, shalom. Till we meet again, till we meet again. Shalom, shalom. Your turn. Shalom, my good friend. Shalom, my good friend. Shalom, shalom. Till we meet again, till we meet again. Shalom, shalom. Thank you all.